computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Hello, hello. How is everybody today? Figured I'd try and finish off this drawing a bit more before things get crazy again for the new week. Now I'm going to be working in grayscale. I'm not too sure. Let's see. Oh, I got these ones here. Never mind. Let's see. Whoop. I got some drawing right there. That's not good. There we go. Let me know how my volumes are and I'll see what I can do. I'm still learning this. To be on the background. Is that good? Looks like it's working. I wonder if that's too dark though. Let's try the next one up. That looks a little better. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna do the suit all black and then change these to white. I'm not sure yet. Oops. Make that smaller. Get my lasso. I don't like that. Let's try that one. Did you? There we go. Ah, yeah, sorry, Omar. I thought this thing would let me know with a little noise notification when someone's in chat. This is Ricky Rat. It's kind of like the worn down, run down versions of the mascots. So that one is like the Bugs Bunny character. Oh, I had a name for him too. Not Brutal Bunny. Ravage Rabbit or something like that, or Raving Rabbit. Hair, horrible hair. I think it was, because we already have Ricky Rat. I can't remember. But yes, they had nicknames. And this one I wasn't too sure yet. I guess it could be a bird. What would be a good bird that's well known? Their versions are just little demented characters. So that's why he's got the mascot head with the eye crossed out there and, you know, fluff coming out. I have to also put them at a conference table at some point, so I'm hoping to do that next. And I want the thick lines in this one. But I'm trying to get it to kind of look like it was done traditionally, and it looks like I need to change the color of the lines because it looks like it's not pure black. It might have a slight hue to it. Okay. Zoom out, get that connected, and delete. Go back up. Boop-a-doop. Get the ear here. It's okay. I just gotta stop worrying about it and just enjoy the process. I am just a hobbyist after all. Humble little scribbler. Let's see what I can do here. I have to be careful because this sketchbook is not the greatest. It's good in one sense that it's not complicated, but I noticed this version will crash, and it's the paid version. But the paid version allows me to use the Huion. Uh-oh, I hear footsteps above me. Someone might be awake. Yeah, it's kind of like the not horror, but like the rundown version they're kind of wearing what they look like on the outside of the masks. I actually don't know what they look like on the inside. Can you stop? There we go. My guess is that they would just be old, decrepit men since they've been around for a while. They're embodying in the mask what their corporations look like. So the suits are supposed to be clean, but they never got any new masks. I would have just done the whole thing run down if I had the choice there, but I don't know if that would look good. I don't know. Like, the whole idea, I think, of The Office as well is that it's supposed to be run down. They just keep themselves proper, but since the mask is part of the corporation, they don't want to take care of it. They just want the money they get from it. So it's probably why The Office is also going to be kind of run down as they're sitting around the table. Care about whoever or who it hurts as long as they get the cash in their pocket, I think was the idea. Not my idea. But it is fun to draw. There we go. I like the premise anyway, if I understood it correctly. I'm just using the lasso because it creates a true erase, whereas this program can have pixel, I would say, residue, leftovers. It's not, like I said, it's not the greatest, but it's something I'm familiar with, and it's something that's simple. Okay, yeah, it doesn't have anything above there. So let's use this. Whoop. Use my little plus sign. Go. Enlarge the brush and just fill it in. But yes, I do need to come up with the concept of the third character because I think it's just supposed to be the big three around the table. I'm not sure if the chairs are going to be empty on the other sides or if everything's going to be worn down. Like, how bad should I wear it down? Make it look dirty or dingy? That'll be interesting to play around with some sketches. I just got to make sure I get the right size, because these are going to be inserted as panels, so I'm just doing each panel size. It's not for a comic, but it's for a magazine, and they just want to talk about. They said make them knockoff characters, hence why it's Ricky Rat and the demented bunny character. I just wish I could remember his name. I think Horrible Hair was the name. And I think Deranged Duck. Oh, I'm sorry. The audio. Oh, okay. That's right, I talk lower. Whoop! How about that? Is that good? I'm so sorry. Well, you're not missing anything. I'm just rambling. Just rambling. I do talk lower because my head's down looking at the quote-unquote paper tablet section. When I'm up and about and I'm using the tablet that lays flat and I see on my monitor what I'm drawing as opposed to the tablet is on the desk. Thanks, Omar. Yeah. So yes. Oh, what was it? Horrible Hair, and I think it was Demented Duck, so I gotta design that one for the conference room, and then Ricky Rat, because he's. I think my husband came up with that name. Oh, mouse. There we go. Well, I guess Mad Mouse could work. That's another one. They each got to start with the first lever because, you know, Daffy Duck, Demented Duck, Bugs Bunny, so it would be Horrible Hair. But I don't know why Ricky Rat. Maybe it's because it's Mickey Mouse. But Mad Mouse also works. But he's supposed to be a rat, so. Rabid? No, because then it sounds too much like. Rabbit. So yeah, I think Ricky Rat is just the character there. Alright, let's see. I think I am going to try this. Let's see how this works. Thank you, Omar. You're very kind. Increase this. Just gonna see how this looks. Because he's supposed to be wearing a black suit and tie type deal. Okay, so it's dark. And you can still see the lines. But I was wondering if I just go completely use like actual full black and then fill in parts of this with white so you could see it, right? I think I kind of like that better. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably do that then. No, because then it doesn't match the head. And it looks like it's just been inverted, which it kind of technically has. Oh well. Thanks. Ridiculous, right? Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. I think most people understand, though, that it's Mickey Mouse, Ridiculous Rat, Ricky Rat. But we'll see what they say. I just kind of like the idea of talking about these corporations just sucking you dry. So I hope it turns well in the magazine. It'll be fun. And it's just someone's little thing they got going. It's not like a big magazine, so it'll be fun. Like, shouldn't say it's little. They might get upset if they find out that. I just don't want to be like, it's a magazine, you know. I don't. No. Who buys printed magazines anymore anyway? Does anybody actually buy real printed magazines? Everything's digital now. Okay, so if that's the case, that might work. Because then I could really make that look like it's a backsplash. I might play with some of the darks here. That might work. Ricky Rat, Ricky Rat. I think my husband had a little jingle for it too. And it's not his character. It's just, I think that's the most common name people use when they're making fun of Mickey Mouse if they're using a knockoff. Terrible joke. Riz Rat. Is Riz like someone's like game? Is that another one? Oops. Alright, let's go back to these. Because I don't think it's true. Okay, now I've definitely got the pure black here. Let's see if I notice a difference. Just scribbled over it, and I'll hit Control Z. Oh yeah, there is definitely a difference. And I need to see if I can calibrate this quote-unquote monitor tablet, because it's not a true tablet, I don't think. Because these here on the color variations, I think these are supposed to mimic marker colors, and I think I'm supposed to get a Copic marker brush here in this paid version, because the old version from 2018, and then I think they made it free. I don't know if it was a couple years later or a few months later, but they made it free for everybody because they quote-unquote discontinued it. So Autodesk, they're like, we're not putting money into this, make it free for everybody. So in one sense I liked it. Oops, here we go. Hello, there we are. Because I liked it a lot, and they had their own marker brush library. Didn't crash as much either. I don't know why this one's crashing. Maybe. Okay, let's see here. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to quote unquote shade this. Let's just play around with this for a second. Okay, I think I like that. It's at 60. Riz is kid speak for charisma. Riz Rat. Well, he would be extremely charismatic because he's still functional after all these, you know, decades, and with the yeah. These are just silly names, of course. They're not mine. All right, let's lock that one. All right, let's see what we got from my layers. Now, I'm going to... I can't use any of the tone brushes because it doesn't work well for print. I think I got this. I do have a dry eraser, dry marker. Like, come on. I need to move it up though. Because if I want access, we'll try this one. And that is my smudge. No, that's a blending tool. Okay, what's that? That's my glow. The dusty, yeah. I think I want to create some texture. Okay, yeah, we're good. They're still there. Okay, pick it back up. Lock the transparency and let's lower that. See how it looks. Maybe even lower the opacity. Nope. Maybe not. Okay, maybe it was too much. Oh, that's right. This thing has like a light pressure sensitivity and then really dark. Just want it to have a light texture to it. I don't know what the kids say. I was never even cool as a kid. I was the loser. Okay. If it wasn't for my mother getting involved with the school and the activities, I'm pretty sure I would have been picked on. Because everyone's like, oh, your mom's cool. She bakes us cookies. Way to everyone's stomach, just bring cookies. So if they ever found out I was being bullied, oh, they wouldn't get those cookies no more. And that's a big thing for grade school kids. For me anyway, where I was. So it's kind of funny. Alright, so that one's really dark now. Let's just put a new layer on. Lighten it up because it's going to be 100% sale. What does the fox say? I think that's slang for shall we go do some weed in the woods? Specifically, weed in the woods. What does the fox say? Ding-a-ding-a-ding. Oh, it has my files open here. Come on. Boop. There we go. I guess I'll just close them. That's the one thing about this, is that I have to capture the actual display screen. I can't just say capture full program. It's like, which window do you mean? There are technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows open in this program, so it doesn't know how to do it. What does the fox say? I was lucky enough to not be one of those people that got annoyed with that song, because I didn't over listen it. Some people like play it again and again and again, and I am one of those people when I have a song I like, but it's usually because I'll have it on repeat when I'm drawing. Okay. I didn't know that either. I think I probably watched a YouTube video way back in the day when it came out explaining why it's called that from the artists. So wherever they are or from, I know it's not an American saying, because they said it's a saying where they're from. Let's go smoke some weed. And I don't know if it's specifically, I think it is specifically, so maybe don't quote me on that, in the woods. And of course, I just made the song silly by, you know, being out in the woods and doing a dance party with silly words. Okay, we'll delete that. We'll go back to this one and select, and select, and go back and hit delete. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. It's not perfect, but it's just meant to be a simple little illustration. And this is the problem. This is the problem, sir. If I zoom out, it does kind of do it. It bunches up the lines. I wonder if that's going to be a problem when they're printing. If I zoom out even more. Yeah, you see where it bunches up? I don't know. Because they weren't perfect, but how do I... I don't know if that's going to cause any trouble. Because then, am I somehow creating this effect here with my dots? Like if you see these dots here, I like using these, right? But when you zoom out, let me just get rid of that. Look what it does. You see? See there? It's not so bad. But when you get it to about, let's see if I can, oh. It creates like a repeating pattern. So it needs to be at a certain size. You can definitely see it in the thumbnail right here on layer 4. And you can see it better on the screen, so that it has problem with print. And I'm wondering if I didn't accidentally do that with these lines right here, because they're not technically even. I made them with this ruler tool right here. I just lined it up and dragged it across the screen and did each one. I don't know. I mean, it should be okay. Shouldn't be a problem. Am I on the right one? Yes, I am. How was your weekend, Omar? You got any plans for the Sunday or just cleaning? I think I have work. I'll find out in the morning because I wasn't scheduled because of my health problems. But I told her if she wants, she can put me back on and I can come in Sunday. She just needs to let me know, which it probably will be a yes. So I'll be working at least for maybe 6 to 8 hours, depending. If I feel well enough, it'll be the 6. If not, I'll have to move slow and take the 8 hours with a full half hour and 2 10-minute breaks, unfortunately. Which, in order to do that, I can definitely clock out and clock in for the full half hour, but then I have to make sure I clock out 20 minutes earlier than normal to quote-unquote account for the 2 10 minutes, because otherwise it's just stealing money from them, and that's not fair to them when I'm the one with the health trouble. And she's the one that was kind enough to just allow me to not go when I wasn't feeling good. And it might be anxiety. Husband's like, you're getting older. Her mother did say that my hormones could be changing to the point where it's just harder, or I could have developed asthma, and I have a different type of asthma where it's not regular attacks, where it's atypical, which would sound like me. Everything I do has atypical problems. Maybe I'll do that. Let's try 75. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the mouse. Do I just do the same thing, go on another layer and just go completely full dark? Or do I do it one up? Let's see here. That's the good thing about this, is that I can always tone it back with the opacity. The only time this program has problems, and when the files start to get heavy, is when you do blend modes. I noticed I can get away if most of them are normal. Whoa, hey, that's new. Alpha mask. Okay. The old free program did not have alpha masks. That's good to know. I wonder if I could do that with animation stuff, which would be helpful. Yeah, your guys' Dawn show was good. I was listening in a bit. I was preparing my overlays. The transition countdown when you guys were doing it. So I had fun with that. Oops. Which you saw briefly. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to calibrate this. It is good to know, though, that my music was quote-unquote too loud. So that means I am able to have it low as well for me, so it's not blasting in my ears. Okay, let's see. What shall we do with the face? Let's go middle ground. I don't want everything to be the same, but I just want to make it a little bit darker. And then go in with whites if I need to. Bring it up. Working with the airbrush is new for me. Especially the dirty one is creating this texture, right? I want it to do that. Ouch. 1 second. Yeah, I did the timer. This one right here. We'll go right to it in a second. I like it because all I did, I thought you could, you know, play this scene first and then automatically go to this scene, which would be quote unquote the Sketchbook Pro scene right here. But all I could figure out was get this timer to do this, right? So that I still need to work on the transition. That's a default transition. I might need to change the sound because I can't really hear it. Yeah, I might need to turn up that sound. But yeah, I made those last 3 there today in Grok. And see how it goes to black? I thought there was a way for the timer to be like after timer plays and finishes, open up this scene, which would be the Sketchbook Pro scene because we're live, right? But I don't see anything in the quote unquote on Google searches, you know, videos. All the videos say, here's how to create a new scene. Load up your scene, put in your file, it'll start counting down, it'll play, and then once it's done, you can then click on to your other scene here. And I'm like, that's not what I want. I don't want to be there for that. So I don't know. Maybe that's something OBS can do. Maybe Streamlabs can't do it. So, or maybe I'm not asking the questions right. That's another possibility. So I never know. Okay. That's too much. Just gotta go in with this one here, since he is wearing a white collar. Oop. Dang it. You can see it there. That's the bad side about it. And now I'm just cheating. Because I don't want it, quote unquote, true to what the lighting would be. Since he's backlit, his whole face would be too dark. Let's see if that did anything. Oh, yeah, it did a bit. Let's get more with the nose. Okay. Ooh, should I make his eye eerily white? Would that be kind of neat, where the eye is just kind of like glowing? That might be real creepy. I like that idea. See if that works. That's one thing I have to go over and over and over. Hello, Oni! Oi, oi, oi! How are you? Good sire. Or person. Or creature of the night. Let's see. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like how it's just glowing there. Maybe we should make the other side a bit darker then, so that it pops it a bit more. right here. Oh, too big. Okay, let's see. Okay, that would be dark right there. I can't tell that much. Yeah, it definitely looks different on the other monitor. And where is my slight? Where's this erase tool? Okay, flow. Increase it. Nope. Decrease it. Yeah, it's supposed to be light. Okay. That's the one thing about the dirty airbrush, is that I haven't used it very much, so I'm not very well learned in airbrush. Oops, there we go. Let's increase it. Just get this a bit darker in the center here. Give it a bit of texture as well. You're just chilling? Yeah, so am I. Okay, let's make that darker. Okay, there we go. Now you can see something. Okay, bring the eraser back just a little bit. And go back to that color. Go back to my airbrush. Oops, smaller please. Because I'm just supposed to hint. I don't want it to look super shiny or realistic because it's supposed to be cartoony. Might want to, maybe I'll just bring down the opaque. No, because then I need the texture. Not as dark, but there we go. I wonder what it will look like if I just do this. Give me a second. Yeah, then it loses that texture. I guess I could just overlay a pencil texture as well. That might work. I'm gonna have to darken up this face a lot more. Definitely. Alright, I shall get a new one. And get the airbrush and just make it as dark as I can go. And then just do this for the moment. That way I can erase. Maybe I can do it through the process of elimination and work backwards. With the eraser tool. That's one thing that I like about it. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Because I already got the texture of the dirty airbrush on the other layer. Okay, except I don't have that white. Let's go back and make that white. The good thing is I can also go back to the flats and just delete the parts that I don't need. Go back to the eraser a little bigger so that I get the soft brush of it. When working small helps me because I can see my mistakes better. Okay, that way I can start pushing back. Oh, nope, nope, too much. Flow 1, please. Just ever so gently. Maybe bring them down to 70%. Nope, see, I need certain parts to be dark. Alright, let's flip it, because I definitely am not working. Yep. That's another thing. This one, I didn't bother to make his face symmetrical, because it's supposed to look weird. This one I purposefully made sure that it's just just completely awful. Although I might want to erase some of this. I may have gone a little overboard. Okay, yeah. And then go back to that pen tool. Ha! You did catch me? You're gonna need that master ball to catch me, sir. Mr. Huion gone? Yeah, I have a few more minutes before I need to head home and get ready for tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Oh, I need the, there we go. Ooh, I need to save. Talking about crashing. I spent this whole time not drawing and saving. Ugh. That would have made me cry. Alright, oh, there it is. Oops. Nope. Nope. You're not creating the texture. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Then we gotta go back to this one. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, I don't see anything. I think that's the right one. And fill. Oh, too big. It is, the brush size is too big. Let's flip it back over. Mirror the canvas. There we go. Boop, boop. Alright, then we can go in. Okay, make sure I don't. There we go, lock the transparencies. With the eraser. Okay, and let's put it to 85. I don't know if I like that as much. Okay, let's erase some of the nose. Because again, this is just me experimenting. I don't know if this is going to work. I could also just try the smudge tool. And then go back with the texture. Because that's picking, yeah, see, look, it's picking up other textures. Didn't like that. I would usually do that to create quick clouds. Okay, and then I got to do the hard erase on this to keep it eerie. What the? Oh, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Hopefully I can do an hour stream each day. Just to get it going. Because I can't remember, I thought there was only so many hours you could use StreamYards for free. I can't remember what it was. Oops, I need that. There, let's see how creepy it is. Hopefully I got the right effect. Yeah, it's supposed to kind of be like glowing. Okay, so did I actually? Oh, I did. I colored them on. Yep, I colored them. Okay. I will cheat. I didn't realize I had done that. And I shall just grab the eraser. Oop, right. Save. I don't know. Maybe I'll just darken, I'll just color it all in. Because I don't want you to be confused. Okay, and since let's see here. I'm going to go back with the pure white and the dirty brush and just fill that in. And if I can't, well, I should be able to. Let's bring that up to 100. Fine marker. Okay, the marker's working. Oops. Just use the marker real quick then. Because that is a texture to it as well. I had the dry, dirty marker as well. Okay, no, yeah, there it is. Darken it. Nope, darken it. Thank you. And how's Mr. Wangan doing today? This is something I've never really done. Was use the actual markers as a dirty brush. Hello? Okay, you are working. Let's just a tippy tappy tippy tappy toe. Oops, and there's where I screwed up. Okay, please be my saving grace. That's what happens when I zoom away too much. Can't actually see when the texture's going over what I don't want it to. Okay, you'll go back down to being very minimal. Yeah, go back in now. Lovely. Now I'm just fixing my mistakes. And oh, let me turn off my light. Maybe I can actually see now. There we go. That's why I was having problems. There's a glare. Hello? Is it actually reading my pressure? It has to be. It's sensing the mouse. Oh, I got myself a notification. Let's see what it says. Do I have drop frames? Yeah, it said it disconnected an hour ago. Oh, well, I guess that sucks. Sorry, guys. I guess I don't know what's going on. If you're still there. Or if I'm just talking into the ether. Okay, here we go. Select him. And select him. No, I said select. Shift, please. My goodness. Make sure I'm on the right layers. Delete. And delete. And go away. Let's see if it reads it. Testing. Am I still live? Boop. See if I show up. Oh. StreamYard says, now it says I'm still live. Huh. Don't understand. My text showed up. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ronin Wolf. Number 7. Okay. Question is, I know part of it's gonna. Okay, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna let that sit for a day. I don't know now. I don't know about the pencils. Because I used a really thick border pencil and really thick pencil. Wonder how. It's supposed to feel cartoony and flat. Not like it's a real render, that's the problem. And it's supposed to have texture. But I immediately want to go into the color pencil method. But I don't. Let's see what we got up here. I've never actually used this version fully. Let's see. Okay, that's the layers. Okay. Do they have? Let's bring up brushes. Do they have colored pencils? We do have markers. Okay, it's just different. I'll have to play around with that. These are the half tones, which I would love to use, but I don't think they print well. Oh, essential textures. Okay, let's see how that works. I like using those. Let's see. My personal brush set. I don't see it. Shoot, where is it? If I load up the essential ones, I might lose my brush. Oh, okay, they're way at the bottom. Okay, that's good. Okay, I should just be able to... Maybe I'll just shrink it. And just scroll down. There we go. I normally don't like having this many windows open in such a tiny screen, but it is what it is. Oh, they even have a dirty eraser. Okay, what's that? Soft pastel. How's that work? Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, let's see here. I'm not used to doing this. What's that one? Watercolor? Okay. Signature ink. Oh, that would. Oh, let's see if I can't play around with this. All the way up to white, good sir. Let's use this. Because now I get to have some fun to see how. Because it's supposed to be grungy, right? And I don't know if it's gonna work because I'm not much of an artist. I just do cartoony stuff or where it looks like it's traditional animation stuff, not so much inks. So I've not actually had any training in comic book inking or inking in general. So everything I do from an animation standpoint where every line needs to connect evenly. Otherwise, when you go to color it digitally in the software we had at school, it won't connect and it will just fill the whole page, which is a pain in the butt. So this is all new to me. But this has a nice texture. It might create a good grungy effect. Okay, now this is where I wish these grays were true grays. Let's zoom out here. Shrink it down. Okay, I kind of like that. Doesn't seem to want to read all my pressure points though. Okay, now it does. It's not really there. Deciding that one. I wonder why you're having trouble. How's that look? Ooh, I kind of like that. Because I don't know, again, I don't know how big it's going to be on the page. It's going to be a small illustration, so it needs to work. Let's just use the actual colors from the, oh, no, come on. Let's use some of the colors. And that's one thing I do like about, again, traditional, just regular layers with proper brushes. I think this still has, I think I could download a free acrylic brush. I don't know if it was in here. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was just looking for, but you can definitely do oil paintings with this because the oil brushes will behave as an oil brush. You can do acrylic brushing and watercolor. Just depends if someone created the brush for it. And from what I saw with those markers, okay, let's grab maybe that. Come on, read what I'm doing. Okay, so it doesn't want to do that. Okay, now it is. I'm just gonna do something that I did as a test with a YouTuber's hair. They had really curly hair, and I just went with one of these types of brushes, and I just did all of this. And I just played with the hues for her, and as well as the light. And you just keep layering it. I don't know if it'll create the right effect here. Oop. It's one thing I found a hard time. Every time I want to zoom out, I hit the wrong one, so it will spin around. Every time I want to spin around, it won't, and it's not reading it. Okay, come on. Come on, do what I want. Maybe I need to... Nope, it's not reading the pressure. Yeah, this isn't the greatest. Okay, let's try this pencil. Oh, watercolor. Okay, that's what I did. And let's just make it real small. Can I do that there? Just press real hard. Seems to be doing something. Now I just overdid it. Oh. Ah! Got my pen. Oh, I got 15 minutes before I gotta call it quits. Let's just erase it and try again. There. We'll go back to this one. There. Go. Because again, I don't need it to be a lot. Otherwise it might be the focus point, and I don't want that. Okay, what did I do? Okay, that might work. I'm gonna add, do I have this one added? I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna create a copy. Copy the brush. Thank you. Bring it right there. Thank you. Go away. There we go. Booyah. Now I won't have to look for it again. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work. Come on. Ugh, now you're not. There's no happy medium with you, is there? I'll just work with it then. Yeah, it doesn't want to. I'm actually pressing down. If you see the little cursor move, but it doesn't seem to want to. Now it's just too dark. Okay. I want these nice little lines too, but it doesn't seem to want to do it. See how that looks, if I like it or not. I guess it's okay. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, if it looks good or not. It's just a silly illustration after all. And this is out of my forte. I didn't want to do it. There. Oh my goodness. Learning curve. What'd you say, sir? I didn't quite hear you. Seems like we're picking up a radio on this playlist. I hope that's okay. They did say it was copyright free and that I could use it for streams. Alright, now I gotta figure out. It's supposed to be sloppy. That's why the brushes. It's supposed to feel like a lot of texture. Nope. I just cover up that line while it works. Okay. No, that's not working. No, 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 no. You're not reading it. You're not doing what I want. Oh, whatever. And how is Mr. Wolf this evening, if you're still there? Wonder if I should do that with the black inks. Oh, I probably should shut her down. Only have a few minutes. I have 3 minutes. I think it's starting to get a good... I'm probably going to be rendering this for a while, but I think I'm starting to get to an idea of what I want. Let's try. Okay, get rid of that, get rid of that. I want this color, thank you. And I want to go darker. Because this is supposed to be a different fabric. Duh. Oh, yeah, that might work. And this right here is actually the brush I use the most with coloring. It is technically a permanent marker brush, but I've used it a lot in my drawings, which you can find on my DeviantArt account. Usually it's Star Wars stuff that I drew. This is the first time I'm outside of it, so this will be going up on Art of Dominique website, but my DeviantArt has pretty much all my works, which is under the I guess you would call it moniker of Princess Snorlax. Humble Scribbles. As I usually, when I video game, do something called the Snorlax Legacy. Just because people said, some of my friends said, you're a Disney princess and you sleep all the time, so you're a Princess Snorlax. And I liked Pokemon Black and White when it came out. I was like, okay, that works. I'll just use that when I game. Easy to remember, and I don't think anybody really uses it. Doop, doop. Okay. Yep. Time to call her quits, guys. This is as far as I got today. Don't forget to save, and save often, and save in increments. In case the file goes corrupt. That's another thing. Have a good evening. And thank you.